talk to you about Scholar's Mate. It's the fastest move you can get for white in 4 moves. E4, bishop c4, queen f3, and queen crosses off f7, checkmate. f7 is the weakest square on the board, and if you can attack it in the beginning of the game with 2 pieces, it can usually derive with checkmate. To set up the Scholar's Mate, e4, e5, some people like to bring the queen right to h5. If the pawn moves up, the queen can just take e5, check the king, which must be blocked, and then the queen is also forking the rook and can take the rook. If the knight comes out to attack the queen, the e5 pawn can also be taken. So this is a good position. Some people like to bring out the bishop to c4 first, and if the knight comes out, then the queen can go to h5 to attack f7, but it's almost better to bring the queen just to f3. If the knight comes here, then yes, you cannot get the Scholar's Mate, but you can certainly bring your queen over to b3 and still attack f7. If you bring the queen to h5 and the knight comes out here, you can still get checkmate. But if the pawn comes up, for this time you cannot take the e5 pawn to fork the king and the rook because the knight on c6 will just take the queen. So if you just came to f3, you could still come down and attack f7. This is the Scholar's Mate. You also have to be careful if the knight came out to h6. If the knight is out at h6, it's protecting f7, so you cannot take f7 with the queen. However, white's response to this would be d3. And then black's response, whatever he decided to do, the bishop on c1 is attacking the h6 knight and will just take the knight. The pawn cannot take the knight back, hence the queen can just take f7 for checkmate. So black needs to get out of checkmate by queen to e7 or any other which way they would like to do, castle, and the bishop can run away and be winning the knight. This is the Scholar's Mate.